I am Akan Usen. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says his administration is not only mindful of ensuring more women representation, but considers the competency of the women and their commitments to the development of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this when he received a team of women in management, business, and public service, WIMBIZ, led by its chairperson, Adebisi Adeyemi, at the Lagos House, Ikeja. The governor, who was joined by the Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, the Chief of Staff, Tayo Ayinde, some commissioners and permanent secretaries, noted that the themes plus agenda of his administration embraces women through gender equality, social inclusion, and others.
Year on year, consistently, we've had more female permanent secretary than male. In the judiciary, it's even worse. It's like the men are in extinction there because there are about 65 to 70% female judges in judiciary than the men. And that, for us, is part of the things that we push in the teaching service. There are clearly about 70% that are women. And so, intentionally, we also look out for that. As simple as even just standing to take a picture, it must also reflect that gender appreciation.
Earlier, the chairperson of WIMBIZ, Adebisi Adeyemi, acknowledged the he-for-she stance of Governor Sanwo-Olu, commending his administration for the growing number of women representation in all sectors, and still asked for more.
We've come to recognize your he-for-she status. You have 23% of your cabinet. We wish you could do more. So we're here to recognize the fact that you've not done that much. And we also understand that 50% of your permanent secretaries are women. At WIMBIZ, we want to encourage you to do even more than that.
Governor Sanwo-Olu commended WIMBIZ for their roles in cultivating excellence in women over the years. Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Health District 3, Montserrat Adeleke, has commended the resumption of the second round of the Alafia Eco medical outreach across the state, noting that the extension of the outreach to several communities within the district will address the immediate health needs of beneficiaries and promote proactive health management among residents. Speaking during the launch of the initiative in the district, Adeleke, alongside residents of Ikoyi, Obalende, Irido LCDA, Lekki LCDA, and Iru Victoria Island LCDA, affirmed that the Alafia Eco Medical Outreach will deliver essential healthcare services to residents of Health District 3. Adeleke specifically commended the initiative for its focus on providing critical health interventions to underserved communities, especially to vulnerable and indigent residents within the district. She added that the outreach aligns with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's Themes Plus agenda, with which emphasizes inclusive healthcare policies for all residents of Lagos. The Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, has taken the campaign against sexual and gender-based violence, SGBV, to IBA, Local Council Development Area Community Development Council. Executive Secretary of Lagos DSVA, TT Lola Vaivo Adeni, averred that reaching the communities for collaborative efforts in the fight against all forms of abuses and violence remains crucial and cannot be underestimated. Vaivo Adeni said the agency is ensuring that the state government's resolve to rid the state of SGBV menace remains unwavering and unflinching. She said the participants were exposed to the various support services the state government provided freely for Lagosians, ranging from medical to legal services, empowerment, psychosocial support, and law enforcement, noting that there are other partner agencies whose services can also be accessed freely at the state. Meanwhile, the community leaders were encouraged to join the state government's fight against SGBV by exposing perpetrators, bringing them to justice, and creating a safe society for all. The first Atonda National Cadet Invitational Tournament, in conjunction with the Lagos State Table Tennis Association, has kicked off in Ikeja. Organizer of the event, who is a former Commonwealth single and double table tennis champion, Atonda Musa, noted that the two-day event is to ensure that the value of the game is sustained and the standard reaches an enviable one in the state. According to Musa, 16 boys, 16 girls are involved in the tournament with a cash prize of 100,000 naira and other consolation prizes. Musa said the event is also organized to give back to society.
Just to make sure that we improve on table tennis, because the game is going down. So why I decided to sponsor this tournament is that we can be able to concentrate on those people. We can find Atonda Musa from this case. We can find Sunday Hairball. We can find Titus Omotara. We can find Francis Sule. That's why I decided to do this. And we continue training them so they can be very useful for us in the future.
Atonda Musa is a 10-time Africa single table tennis champion and an Olympian based in the United States. Just before we go, remember, speed thrills but kills. Please avoid excessive speeding. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 250 residents in an entrepreneurship mentorship program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adebayo Idowu Olaiya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good evening.